to Canadian Money Masters. I am just driving on my way to work right now, and so the camera might be a little shaky, a lot shaky probably, but that's okay because you used the time that you got. And I wanted to give an update on a ticker, a stock symbol that I had talked about months ago, called AAUC, and the company is called Allied Gold. AAUC is the ticker symbol, and at that time they were trading in the low threes, even dropped down to the high twos, I think. And now they've been popping up above $5, so that's been a significant increase since I first talked about it. And for those of you that don't know, you can go back and check out that video, but there was a prediction that the price was going to eventually reach over $7. And at the time when I did the video, there was some interest from a company called BlackRock, which is one of the richest companies in the world. They manage a lot of wealth and own different companies and stocks. And I could see by the profile on Moomoo that Allied Gold actually had ownership by BlackRock, and so that made me even more interested in it. If the big companies are buying in when some are not, sometimes if a big wealth manager like BlackRock is buying in expecting a price range, they have the power and the resources to manipulate the markets and cause prices to go up. Now, I don't think that's the case in Allied Gold's situation. They actually have assets, gold mining assets in Africa, in and throughout Africa, and they are continually developing those assets and acquiring new ones. So it's not just a shell company, it actually has a practical use. And gold prices, if you don't know, have been rising quite a lot lately. They crested over $3,000 the other day, and I'm not sure where they're at right now, but with all the uncertainty in the world with the tariffs and here in Canada with the changing leadership, people tend to go into assets that are a lot safer and more stable, and gold has historically been one of those assets. So I think that there's more growth ahead. There was a price target of over $7 for this particular stock, and I believe with gold prices continuing to increase and the volatility that's happening in the world, that politically and economically, that these investments in gold companies, gold mining, that they're gonna see a pretty significant boost, especially as people's buying power increases and perhaps taxes are lowered in North America with new leadership coming on board. And so we'll see, but it might be something to check on your radar. From where I bought in, it's up over 40%, and so I'm happy with that. I also had to wait a long time for that increase, but when it started happening, it happened quick. So it's good to look at some of these companies, and like I said in that video, I found this company through a screening tool on Moomoo that showed some indicators on the charts that it could potentially be seeing a boost, and it was in a good technical spot to do so. So if you you go back and check out that other video, you'll see that's the case. And yeah, hopefully you can use some of those screening tools to find your next company that you want to invest in. But I've made a pretty good profit off of that stock. Took some time, like I said, but that's what you have to have sometimes is patience. Sometimes that's the best approach to have is long-term swing trading or medium-term short swing trading, which definitely helps with your just mentality and psychology in regards to knowing that you have time on your side and the company has time to do what it needs to do. And so that was the case with Allied. They needed time to get through a couple of quarters to start to show development, and even honestly nothing to do with the company, but the economy in general, to kind of do some things and turn around so that gold prices could start coming up. So there's a lot of different factors to take into account, but this could be a good one to put on your watch list, and hopefully you can use that screening tool on Moomoo to find your next potential 50 to 100% gainer, so that you can put your money to work, and the little that you do have now can become something bigger in the future, and it continue to grow and take care of you and your family. So thanks again for watching. This is Canadian Money Masters, and we look forward to talking to you again.